I'd like to welcome everyone to a Guerrilla episode of MMO Anthropology. I'm saying this because I currently don't have access to the usual machine that I use to generate the gameplay videos that I normally make, so I'm going to try to do this one in one take without a hitch, etc. I also don't have most of my editing. I'm bringing everyone to Minecraft. I was about to say the world of Minecraft because it might as well be. While most players do engage in individual single-player local server play, you can in fact log into internet servers out in the distance and involve yourself with multiple people at once. So let's check one of these out. I'm going to the DrunkenCraft server. Oof. I have my rendering distance set on suck right now because the computer that I'm on, I probably described it already, is not prepared for the sort of game. Although I can see that this might cause a bit of a problem because, as you can see, this building is larger than the rendering distance. One thing that I should mention about Minecraft servers especially is that we've seen an entire culture grow up around people who come to these servers and use them. For one thing, you can see here that there are several people here who are interacting in the chat and speaking to one another, and there's even a tutorial. This is, in fact, when you first start, you res in right here. This is your spawn point. There are even a series of signs that tell you how to appropriately use this server, and as you go along their little trail, there's a big long explanation of the rules and folkways that you'll have to abide by when you're on the server. For example, any sort of hack will get you, destroyed. This server also implements a concept of questing that essentially allows you to involve yourself in a go here, do that sort of script, which is the way that the tutorial functions. Well, one of the things, I didn't want to take you through the tutorial. You can go that by just looking up the IP address that I showed you before and going there. I'm trying to recall correctly some of the stuff that's around here, and apparently my render distance is to the suck, so you're not able to see most of the stuff that's running around. Oh yes, Minecraft music. One of the things here is there's this interesting sculpture right here with a sword and shield. There's also, can I get back up here easy? There's also a huge tree right here, and I thought I'd bring people along in exploring it because I believe that you can enter. No, that might be a different tree. You know what? I should probably restart this with a different render distance. Although, if I recall correctly, here's the DrunkenCraft region. Hold on. I'm going to change the render distance while I'm discussing to see if I can't actually get this. Let's set this to normal. Alright. At render distance normal, we're doing a little bit better. We can actually see the sky now. We've got buildings. Stuff is actually rezzing in. Welcome to the DrunkenCraft server. As you can see, people have taken a considerable amount of work into this town center. And as you can also see, I've pretty much destroyed a lot of my frames per second, but that's fine because what I want to show off is the intricate. Wow. I wanted to show the elaborate amount of ingenuity that goes into building these servers. So we've got like this crazy rainbow building right here. And here's the tree that I wanted to take everyone in a visit. Basically, there's this tree right here with what looks like a destroyed smiley face, rainbow building. I think we're about to hear the sound of a roaring fire because this particular store here has fires under the floor, under glass. Millicent in a shop of shenanigans. But what I wanted to take everyone to look at is this huge tree right here its trunk is covered. Oh, the doors are closed. Oh, I can open them. You'll notice the inside of the tree goes up. We've got windows with, I think, lava on the other side, so that's what's causing that effect. Let me lower the render distance again so that I can bring back the FPS while I'm going up the tree. Alright, so I'm on the inside of the tree, going up the trunk, following what's essentially a spiral staircase. The people who join this game and these sorts of games work with a number of different products that Minecraft has available to them, and that is, you know, different types of blocks like wood and stone and dirt and etc. And you can even craft tools by using the crafting box here, and you can also generate different type, you can even make a crafting tool that allows you to make more things. Let me get up all the way into this tree. We're up into leaves and etc. I wanted to bring everyone here because I thought this was hilariously meta. Oh look, there's a column of lava here hidden by some glass. Inside of the tree, this individual has another tree, which I believe is made out of glowstone, which will cause it to light up the entire region inside this tree here. So this person made a tree out of wood and, you know, bits and pieces of leaves. That's the sound, chunk, chunk, chunk sound. And they walled it up with glass on the sides. Oh, there's that stone statue figure with the sword. This reminds me of what was the virtual world, or still is the virtual world of Second Life, except that Minecraft lacks a lot of the structure and the ability to do anything you want. In Second Life, there's scripting and there's modeling and all sorts of things, but in Minecraft you are severely limited with the type of products that you can work with. In fact, in Minecraft there's a very, very small number of blocks, from glass to wood to leaves and etc., which are all provided in a fashion that is much more naturalistic. That is to say, wood and leaves come from growing trees, you get dirt from chopping down dirt, you have to mine through gravel and granite and rock in order to get rock and produce cobblestone, which I think that statue is primarily made out of. Can't really get a good look at it. And it's even possible to die, which is something that you can't do in Second Life. In Second Life is certainly a virtual world, but it's designed entirely to be a virtual world, whereas Minecraft has sort of a game attached to it, including a sort of survival mode where you have to eat. You can see the little bits of food. If you look at the bottom of my screen right now, you can see the various different sections where I'd have items if I was going to use them. I've got hearts, and I've got little food icons that tell me how much that I've eaten recently, and those, you know, lead to starvation, which I think either probably slowly takes away your hearts, but when you're full up, it helps you regain hearts. There's also enemies that you can run into in survival mode, such as skeletons with bows, and of course the devastating creeper, which is kind of a green column with 3 green legs that moves silently, and when it gets near you, it starts hissing like a lit fuse and explodes, often killing you in the process and blowing out chunks of the world. And if you were working on something at the time, if it exploded near it, could, well, blow a hole in your construction. You can imagine that this would be extremely frustrating if you were making something like this statue that we're looking at over here, or, well, this interesting little structure that seems to have what I think looks like an orange or an apricot, and some lava underneath it. And also, since I think that this should be a good time to wrap this up, because apparently this computer is starting to, well, bog down, you should come and visit one of these servers and see what they're like. If you play Minecraft, come along and look at these different regions and check out this tree and the tree inside it. You should also engage in speaking to some of the people here. Apparently on this server, not only can you make factions, but factions can be at war with one another. In fact, this entire server has generated their own concept of currency for buying mods or for buying into the server in order to help pay for it. Ooh, I see that it's either getting dark out there or maybe it's going to rain, like cloudy. There are, in fact, weather effects in Minecraft. So that's it, everyone. I hope that you have a lovely day out there. Hopefully I can get my computer and rig that helps me do actual videos back together again, and we'll be back to your regularly scheduled MMO Anthropology. Meantime, here's to dying. Laters, everyone.